Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheswaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. I want to share my thoughts about Guru and disciple relationship in the modern times. Upanishads, Upanishads, they don't speak about who is speaking or who is listening. See, normally in any conversation, there will be a speaker, there will be a listener. But what is important in Upanishad is not the speaker and not the listener. The teaching, the teaching is important. So, what we, what I am going to convey, what I am going to share, is only what I felt it. Just I want to share with all of you regarding the topic Guru and disciple relationship. Guru is not a scholar or pandit who speaks eloquently in your language. Guru is a sacred phenomenon. గురు అంతటి పవిత్రమైనటువంటి వ్యక్తి కానీ ఆర్ వ్యక్తిని మనం ఈ ప్రపంచంలో అరుదుగా చూస్తూ ఉంటాం. అలాంటి వ్యక్తిని ఇది మనకున్నటువంటి నాలెడ్జ్, యాటిట్యూడ్, skill, whatever we acquire in course of life, they help us to meet the ordinary challenges of life. But when cyclonic storms hit the river bank of our life, and they will not come to us, and they will not be of any help to us in any way, we are totally shattered psychologically. In that situation, in those situations, a word of solace, just a word of solace, helps you to come out of that calamity, that disappointment, that despondency. When you face or when you meet such a person in your life, your ego drops automatically, and there is a flowering of discipleship in your consciousness. It's totally shattered, and in that situation, something comes, some solace, and the person who gives that solace in the form of Guru is God. God in the visible form is Guru. Guru in the invisible form is God. The Guru doesn't speak from, as I already said, from the scriptures and all that. They're all teachers. When he speaks from the instinctive spontaneity, just as you say, or as you are in that calamity, in that situation, he intuitively, instinctively, spontaneously tells something which is very appropriate to your situation. So, how he speaks, how he can speak like that means he speaks from his knowing. He doesn't speak from any kind of scripture or anything like that. He speaks from his knowing, direct knowing. That fire of knowing is divinity. When that fire of knowing is extinguished, what we are left with ashes of scriptures. That the Maharshis, the Rishis, Maharshis, saints, sages who have said so many things, so many who has revealed so many truths, are no doubt are their fire of knowing. But that fire is extinguished at present, and only the ash in the form of scriptures is available to us. We worship the scriptures because they were once upon a time the fire of knowing. So the fire of knowing is possible to all human beings, provided if you have a real quest towards divinity. The first step in this process is when you feel such a person, you feel that master or that guru as God. And when it penetrates into your being, the the disciple is one who wants to know, who wants to know God, who wants to know only about God is a student. The student wants to know about God, acquires knowledge. But the disciple, he is one who wants to realize God, to know God by himself. And Guru is the passage, is a vehicle. Guru is flooded with godliness, floods of love of God. When you are near to him, that godliness also manifests in you. What is required for a disciple is purity of heart. When you are cleansed of all your perceptions, prejudices, etc., the seeds of love of God sown by Guru in the form of conversations directly touch the soil of your heart and they sprout as wisdom. To know God, to realize God is the wish of the disciple. When disciple manifests godliness in himself. He can see God everywhere and in everything. That is the ultimate spirituality. Thank you for today.